Welcome to Tampa Bay, Florida, a city so enriched in car culture and heritage, you can find a car meet happening on any given weekend. This is a place where any auto enthusiast or speed junkie can hone their skills and achieve greatness. Today, we take a pit stop at a performance shop that specializes in giving your ride that fully detailed transformation. Welcome to a shop where attention meets horsepower, where automotive dreams are built, and where cars don't just turn heads, they demand them. A place where only thing higher than the revs is the standard of perfection. Whether you're a collector, an admirer, or just someone who appreciates precision engineered beauty, buckle up because this is going to be a ride you won't want to forget or miss. Today, we welcome you to Full Detail Automotive. All right. What up? It's your boy P.A from the P.A Moto podcast. Today we have our guest, Mike. From Full Detail Automotive down here in Tampa Bay. And we're going to do a shop tour and then also do a podcast with him. But for now, let's go ahead and do that shop tour. So let's step into his crib and check his whips out. Got to do some like exhibit cut.
Yeah.
Which one you want to start with?
All right. So it's a little scant right now. It's the end of the year, Christmas time stuff, getting everybody their cars back. In addition to that, taking in a lot less work because I don't want nothing sitting here during the break, during the holidays, and have to come back to enjoy. So
that's good.
Everything's where it should be for the most part with the owners, ideally. But right now we got 1, 2, 3 FDs and a Z32. So this FD here is very special, and I don't know that there will be another one that will come out of here like this. So this car is probably the best FD that has ever come out of the shop, period. And it's crazy because it's stock, but that's what makes it so great. So this car is like the blueprint for
moving forward kind of thing, or just like,
well, if because Neil, the homie Neil, pencil tuning, he's always talking about, you gotta make packages, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. If I were to make a stage 1 package,
it'd be this.
It would be this, period. And I would call it the Bailey. This would be it. So this car, full non-sequential, power FC, injectors, coils, upgraded AC from all RX-8 stuff, custom lines, V-mount. This car has 194,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
Wow. Someone actually drove it.
Someone. Yeah, and they put all the miles in the world on it. When this thing crosses over to 200, there's going to be a celebration. The moon is going to fall out of the sky. It's going to be a mess. But yeah, this is just the greatest driving car ever. You can just do whatever you want with it. The body is not perfect. Like this car is so dailyable. It's a perfect car, and I love it so much. Yeah, this one is, and it's done. So the owner of this car, he moved out to California, and because I'm not in California, he said basically like because we had a plan, you know what I mean? Because he was here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yo, I'm leaving. I'm going to California. We have to do everything because I'm not going to have you anymore. And I was like,
yeah. That's like a blessing and a curse.
It is. I mean, the good part is it's sorted. Ain't nothing left. There's one thing left to do. There's brakes, but we're waiting on some stuff. But there's nothing left to do with this car except wait for it to break, which it won't do.
Metaphorical wood somewhere.
yeah. But this one is great. The owner is great. I mean, the car is great. Where it's going to be going is great. He's going to put it in the mountains. He's going to use this car for what it's for.
Nice
car, and it's just such a perfect example. I love it very much. So that's why it's here now.
Okay. The Bailey RX-7 or Bailey edition.
That's it. The Bailey edition.
Nice. Okay. What we got here?
This one is a super, super ultra work in progress. Tuner Evo. Don't quote me on that. I want to say it's Tuner Evo. Guy's name is Cam. He bought this car. And he asked FDA to do what FDA does to FDs. So he wants, he's a show car guy, big show car guy. He lives at the shows.
Gotcha.
Of course, he runs Tuner Evo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a pretty big deal. So he needed the engine bay to be representative of, I run a super big car show, and this is my car.
Gotcha.
Okay. Example. So that's what he wanted. So everything that's going to be in this engine bay, which is my role, everything outside the engine bay, he's going to handle that. But
okay,
the engine bay part is to make it look oh, like this car belongs in every show ever. So
Okay.
that's what I was doing here. So Downstar hardware everywhere. This car actually is what made me a Downstar dealer. Yeah.
Ah.
So
Shout out Tuner Evo.
yeah. Because the thing is, like, he wanted it dressed up just right. He wanted the hardware. He wanted everything to look perfect. And I was like, there's only one way to do that.
Yeah.
Downstar everything. So I called Downstar and spoke to Frank, super cool guy, and he was like, "Yeah, we'll set you up an account." Did the whole process. Built my order list, which was like this long forever.
For
Placed it.
for this car or just in general?
Well, in general. So I bought
Okay.
everything I knew I needed for this, and I stocked up on a bunch of other stuff too. So I got a whole
Gotcha.
cache right now of Downstar
Downstar.
stuff. Yeah. So this is gonna be cool. And then yeah, big turbo, modest power, and beautiful engine bay is gonna be perfect. Also perfect. Not perfect, but perfect. So this is gonna be a nice project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And you said everything on the outside is gonna be him?
Yeah, he's gonna handle all
Gotcha.
that. Yeah, he's gonna handle that. The wheels, the brakes, the paint, the body, the whole nine. He's gonna handle all that stuff. I'm just doing the important part.
What makes it go?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I definitely want to see this. Is there an ETA when you think you'll be done with it?
We're working with
Can't
each
rush
other.
perfection.
Something like that. We're doing this. He has a bunch of cars. He just got a R34 sedan that he went to Japan to look at and then brought it back. He's super cool dude. But yeah, he just got the R34, so he's super hyped about that right now. So it runs, it works, and he can drive it. So you know how to,
Yeah.
But it, we got a good working relationship, so we're all good. When this is done, is when it's done. Yeah.
That's
so
good.
We're square on that.
It's definitely nice to have customers like that too, that like
Yes.
understand and see the vision and just like, hey, I'm not gonna rush this, but it's gonna be FDA. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It alleviates a lot of stress. There are some people, which not so much anymore, but there are some people where it's like, here's the car, here's the money, here's what I want. All right, I'm gonna pick it up next week.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah.
And it's never just what they say is wrong with it.
Nah.
And it's like when you find the other issues, they're like, well, I mean, I only brought it there for this, but I need you to fix that too.
Yeah. It spirals fast.
Yeah.
So fast it spirals. And what makes it crazier is like right now, it's hard to say right now, but this car is here, this car is here, this car is here, those two cars are here, this one is there, two more are on the way, there's three next door, and then it's like you have to do all these things at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like the schedule is the schedule, it is what it is. You can only do but so much at a time, and nothing will be rushed, period. So
there you go.
The timeline is the timeline. It's steady. Car will get worked on. You know what's going on. You can visit at any point. You know what I'm saying? So the relationships with my long-term customers are good, and I have to keep it that way because it just needs to be that way.
Yeah.
That's how it works,
Yeah, that's definitely nice. I mean, I've had a couple cars in the past at shops around in Tampa, and it definitely didn't get that.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't get that type of treatment.
Yeah.
So, but that's definitely good that someone in Tampa is actually taking the attention to detail and knocking these cars out the park. So we'll go to this one.
Yeah. So this one, I feel good about. This car came from up north. It was at we'll call it a rotary shop because they call themselves a rotary shop. They're not around anymore.
Okay.
And good. So they were pretty much scammers and cheats from the beginning. Elite Rotary Shop. Name drop. You can put their name in big letters right here on the screen if you want to. They're gone. They're super gone, which is like super, super dope from day one. Not great. But anyway, this was one of the cars. So after that shop closed down, there were a lot of customers that got super screwed over. And this guy was one of them. So his car got dumped in a Walmart parking lot, and they said, go get it. And when he went to go pick it up, a lot of his parts were missing. The car was just in shambles. Just straight up from a shop that's just trying to just get the hell out. So now he had it, and it's just like, okay, now what?
Yeah. So I'm screwed out of money, but I still have the car.
Screwed out of money, screwed out of parts, a lot. Yeah. Just a big screw session. But he went on RX-7 Club, shout out RX-7 Club, and he posted about it. He's like, look, I got this is my situation. What can I do? And he reached out to a bunch of people, and I reached out and I said, hey, I can help. And he gave me the opportunity. He sent the car down and came on a super nice trailer, and I haven't met him yet. I've only known him through the phone.
Gotcha.
through text and stuff, which is super cool. But he sent the car down, and we had a whole discussion and everything he wanted and budget and all that kind of stuff and what he wanted from the car. And we saw eye to eye, and he said, "Let's do it." I did it, and here we are. So this car, I would say, is about a week away from turning the key, which he's super excited about. Of course, I message him all the time. We talk all the time, send him pictures and all that kind of stuff. So he feels real good. I feel real good. And once this car is running again, he gets it back and he can finally drive. In fact, he told me just the other day, he said he's had this car for 3 years. He's never even seen a light turn on.
Wow.
Yeah. So it feels really good to offer a recovery from that situation. And in addition to that, boom, you finally get your car back.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful for this job, like big, because I wasn't the first choice. You know what I mean? Like FDA is not a well-known name outside of Tampa, I guess. Even if I'll take that one. Actually, no. I don't think I'm well known at all. But as I start to like open my eyes and pay attention, the FDA name does get thrown around quite a bit. You know,
that's
what I mean?
good.
But
good.
Outside of Tampa, who?
Yeah.
You know, especially in the rotary world because it's this big. You know,
exactly.
you throw in a name that nobody's ever uttered, and it's just like.
And it's a lot of people that know more scammers than they know legit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Scammer list.
And then the legit shops are like far, almost like Cali, Virginia, Florida,
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
Texas.
Yeah. They're like, and if you live somewhere in between those places or even on the other side, it's like
have to ship it.
Yeah, like that's a whole nother expense on top of it. Plus, like the nerve-wracking part of, are they going to ruin my car in transit and stuff?
Yeah.
So,
if I live in Oregon and I have to send my car down to Tampa,
yeah,
along with a bunch of money.
Yeah, and shit. I've shipped a car from Oregon to Tampa, and it wasn't cheap.
Yeah,
it wasn't cheap at all.
Yeah, so it's heavy. It's heavy, but I'm grateful for stuff like that, you know, because. It's a big thing. It's like this shop that I've never heard of says that they can fix my car, but they're in Tampa.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you where he is. I knew it at one point, but I can't think of it right now. But he's somewhere up north. But anyway, and send it down along with a bunch of money, and then just kind of, okay, cool.
Trust.
Yeah. When with the original shop before, I'm sure that's probably how that started as well.
Mm-hmm. And then ended up where it ended up.
Yeah. So it feels good to know that, you know, people are willing to give that opportunity, especially when you get screwed like that. It feels good. It just really does.
Cool. Well, we'll go to a car that I know all too well and that we've seen over this past weekend.
Yes. So this Z32 is special. The owner of this car was friends with the owner of this shop long before I came around. And back when this shop was actually next door.
Okay.
Yeah. So he had this car and stuff happened. It was some other places tore it down and put it back together. Some stuff happened. It didn't get finished over there, basically. Let's put it like that. Then it ended up here. So I got the opportunity to finish it. Along with shout out to Wes for helping big time. He did a lot of stuff on this car with me, and he learned a lot of stuff. Wes owns a Z32. I did a TT swap on as an NA.
Okay.
That was pretty good. But yeah, he asked if he could help, and he did. He's a massive help on this car. But the owner, Chase, super cool guy. You know what I mean? Like, obviously before I bought the shop, I met him and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's been in, I guess you can call it, been in the family for a long time. I met him, of course, through the previous owner of the shop. But basically a full build, turbos. I think he has cams in here, manifolds, everything. Chase bought everything. Chase is the type of dude. He's a big gun dude, but Chase is the type of dude where, is it an option? Get it.
Want it.
That's it. Check all the boxes.
Buy once, cry once.
That's it. Yo, Chase has been saving parts, brand new, threw the box away, I think. Brand new transmission from
they're still
making.
Yeah, they're still making them.
Like he's that dude. He's not like, if I could buy it new, and however long it takes for him to save to buy it, he's gonna do that. He's the dude that takes his time. He's been buying parts for this car for years and years, and then finally the time came to actually execute. Patient guy, real patient guy, and this car is like perfect. This is when he gets this car back, when it's finally done, it's going to be Chase. Like it is going to be him, and I'm just like super excited, super grateful for him to just like, here you go,
Yeah,
welcome to
enjoy
your
it.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chase is that dude. His Z is that sauce. Like he's super cool dude, man. Super cool dude.
That's good. I mean, I can speak. I can attest for having a Z done right. It's like, I mean, there's plenty of things that are better, but like at the time, there's like nothing better when it's actually running right, doing what it's supposed to do, making whatever horsepower it can make. You're not number chasing or nothing like that. And then when you can actually get the best parts and have it all done correctly, no better feeling. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
shout out to Chase and can't wait till you get your car back.
Yeah. Same.
Is he around here or another guy that's another state or something?
No. He's local.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's local. He's a local dude. Yeah. He's super local dude. But yeah, super big gun guy. Like his Instagram, he's got. So when the zombie apocalypse happens, straight to Chase, and we will be fine pretty much indefinitely.
Nice.
Like bro, he's that dude. He's that dude for real.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out to ATF.
All right. Well, that's all the cars that are in the shop here right now. Any other cars you want to show?
Build wise, I mean, there's a few next door.
Okay.
If you want to check that out, we got the GTR, of course. Shout out to the homie Cody, Dr. Seuss. He's a truck driver. Shout out to all the truck drivers.
Oh yeah.
So
let
whenever
the world go around.
Yeah. So whenever he's on the road, the car lives here because it's safe.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and Cody knew my wife before me. So it's even cooler.
That's what's up. I mean? It's like family.
Yeah. So it's super cool. You know what I mean? And when your homies make it big, and they're still your homie,
yeah.
What up? You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's like, hey, take the GTR, boom, and he's like, yeah, do what you want, drive it, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, better than it sitting.
Correct. Yeah. Rather than having to put a battery tender on it, which pains me, but having to put a battery tender on it and put it in a bubble and all that kind of stuff. No. So whenever it's here, I treat it as if it were mine. You know what I mean? I wash it, I put gas in it, I park it at home, and I do all the stuff, and I drive it. I try to take it out for a couple days at a time, and then I'll put it back. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's not mine and stuff. Although he does drive the hell out of this car. Almost at 100,000 miles on this thing. So he's
not afraid. Not afraid to drive it.
No,
That's what's up.
not at all.
They have to be driven.
Yeah.
They have to be driven.
Yeah, Cody's a boss. These are here. Civic, a Sentra, and an Eclipse. Don't worry about those. This is the dyno side. So, long story. We'll get into that later. But this is the dyno side. You can see this side is a lot more refined, a lot cleaner than the other side, and there's no particular reason for that. It's just kind of how it is. Starting with this one. This is the homie Brian. He had this car 2006, I think even sooner than that actually. Crazy backstory with that, how that stuff happened, but ultimately it came here. It sat in his garage for a bunch of years. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Just didn't run. Just how life goes. The car sits and time passes. So that's how it goes. He found me. I forget how, but he found me, and he came here, and it was something of an interview process. He visited a few times. I guess he wanted to warm up to the idea of like, is this the place? Because back in the day, when it was just that side and it was the floor was white and like it was all different and stuff, this place, no. You walk in and it's like, I don't know about this. Gotcha. You know what I mean? It was just me like, hey.
I promise.
I promise. Yeah, I can fix it, I swear. Yeah. But yeah. So I guess he was warming up to the idea. But at the time, Neil, Pennsylvania Neil, we were working here together. That was pretty dope. But he came by. He's like, yeah, man, I got this FD. He told me the whole story, and ultimately he brought it here, looked it over, and basically it just needed to be a full redo. The car was very 2006. There was tech in here from 2006. There were assembly techniques that were in here from 2006. Parts, all the stuff. It was just the car was stuck. And you can tell by the wheels.
I was about to say,
and the interior, bro, it is so appropriate for the time that it was built. You know, even the wing, which is like super crazy. But
Yeah.
Took it apart, did all the stuff, put it back together. Blah 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 blah. It's here again, right? We redid everything. The only thing we didn't change was the turbo.
Mm.
And he said when he got the turbo, it was a good turbo, da da da, so on and so forth. And I was like, okay, well, we'll use it. We used it. He had the car for a little while, drove it some, turbo blew up.
Mm.
Yeah. So, okay, well, we'll swap the turbo. We get another turbo, we go to put it on, doesn't fit. Come to find out the turbo that he had, it was, so you got T3, T4, T6, V-band, all these different things.
Yep.
The flange on the manifold that he had was like a T4.5. It was just like this really crazy, very specific flange. Apparently, the GT40, old GT40s had this flange too. It's not a T6 and it's not a T4. Wow. I guess you want to call it T5, I guess. But it was just really weird. So anyway, took the manifold out, basically drilled the holes to make it slotted enough where you could fit now a T4 turbo on it. And then when we did that, we went to go put it in, it didn't fit. So the back housing fits, but you can't fit the rest of the turbo on. So this kind of just started to spiral and perpetuate into this whole thing. So this car is the car, which I always wanted to do anyway. This car is the car that we're building the first FDA turbo manifold off of. So he's going to get that. We got the mock-up next door in front of Cam's car, and that's what he's been doing. It's really hard to do when you've never done it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's taking a little while, but he's super cool. You know, he understands the situation and all that kind of stuff. It kind of spiraled out of control. So we're here now. But otherwise, this car was a great exercise in like what can be done.
Yeah.
And this one I'm also super grateful for because I tried to film the whole thing in YouTube series. Didn't go well because I'm not good at doing it. But the transformation of this car was just like bonkers, and I still can't believe that it's like the same car. We did everything. RX-8 stuff, tucked AC lines, the harness, the coils, painted the brake booster, the engine bay got painted, V-mount, vapor honed, all the stuff.
Yeah. I was looking at it like, man,
looks familiar.
That looks familiar.
Yeah.
But I've vapor honed so many of them. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know which ones are the ones I did or not.
That's it.
But shout out to Shop Collective for if your vapor honing needs. Shameless plug.
That's it. But yeah, this was a super good car. Yeah, Brian's the man. He's that's a real one right there, bro. He pulls up every so often because he has to drive past here to go home. So if he sees I'm here, you know, he'll pull up real quick and you know shoot the shit, and it is what it is, and you know we hang out. But that man's clutch. That man's clutch. You know, that man is super clutch, super dope. So
okay, definitely can't wait to see this one when it's all good to go and on the power on the dyno making some power.
Yeah, 400. Sure. That's the number.
400.
That's it.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Starlet, blast through the Starlet. This was basically a full redo as well. The engine bay was just messy, so the request from the owner was make it look like you did it, and I said,
say less.
I was like, my heart. Nobody's ever said that to me before. So it was kind of a reality check, and that felt like really good to hear. So I did what I did, and now here we are. The before and after for this one, which I did film this entire thing, and I did it well this time, you know. Yeah, but the before and after for this, I'm impressed with me, and don't take that no kind of way. But I saw the potential, and I said, send it.
That's what's
up.
I
did it. So I'm real happy with how this came out. The owner hasn't actually seen it in person yet. Sent pictures and stuff, but they haven't seen it in person yet. This was very nice. I'm very happy to do this one. But yeah, EP82 Starlet, super nice car, super nice car.
I love the two-tone too.
Yeah. And they coordinated with the wheels and the valve cover and I didn't do the valve cover, of course, but they coordinated the very nice car. Yeah. Very happy with this.
We're gonna get to one of your pride and joys, or which one is your between the two?
Oh, it's I can't answer. So they have two very different purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is I don't know. Is ice cream better than cake? I don't know. Typically eat them at the same time. But like you can't For me, anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna say one is better than the other. It just depends. Sometimes I'm in ice cream, so I'm in the cake mood. You know, what I mean?
Got
I
you.
get an ice cream cake. You know what I'm saying?
Subtle flex. I like that. I'm gonna start saying that. That's going on a shirt.
Yeah.
Or that's the video title. Is ice cream better than cake? I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it depends. This car, I put this together to be a daily, and a daily it was for a little over a year. I think I'm at 35,000 miles on the 1J swap, and it's still here, and it works. Start up right now. Shoot flames out the back, do all the stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what this car was built to do. Power steering, AC, the windows are tinted, comfortable seats, working radio, soft suspension, the whole nine. You could take this anywhere, over speed bumps, period. Everything. This car was built to be a daily, and that's what it executed on. Very, very, very well, I think. So I'm real happy with this one. The DA, real talk, my favorite car ever. You know, and I don't want nobody else to hear that, but favorite car ever. This is not this one specifically, but this is the car that started all this. Yeah, the DA specifically. I crashed my first DA because I was an idiot, and then my second one I still have, which I got in high school, which is what my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, drove while I was away doing the military thing. So that car is very important, and it'll get its time to shine one day. But yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, but these two here, super dope. When I had the buddy clubs on this one, because I got 17-inch buddy clubs on this one, these cars, they were matching. And I felt super cool to do that. And I was like, the color scheme.
Nice.
Yeah. But
we'll save that one. We'll save that one for the podcast, and we'll talk more about that one on the podcast. But I think that we went over the shop. We went over some of the personal cars. I mean, the Acti is dope. We can talk about that one on the podcast, too. Yeah. But definitely appreciate you letting us in and letting us interview you, see your shop, see your cars, see your space. And like I said, for anyone in the Tampa area, or I mean, hell, people are shipping stuff. So anyone, period, that sees this, ship your stuff over here to Mike. Well, first off, contact him. Yeah, do that. Don't just ship something. But yeah, contact them, get on the schedule, and get your car taken care of here at Full Detail Automotive. All right. I don't think I have anything else. Once again, thanks to Manny behind the camera. And thanks to Mike once again as well. We're going to go straight to the podcast after this, so make sure you check that out. Peace.